Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
We belong.
And growing up, I was a typical, inner city family, single parent, only child situation, and the whole village to raise a child thing, the village truly helped raise me. Looking at my life, I understand how important those men, those women, those organizations were to me in my development, and I feel like it's my job, my responsibility to do the same. I approached our executive vice president and said, hey man, I think we can raise a lot of money for the United Way if I put my locks on the line. Mind you, they were to my shoulders. The bet was if they could raise $5,000 in our building, that I would cut it. Well, we had other buildings bringing money over to give to us for me to do it, and we ended up raising $9,000. It was an amazing feeling when it was done, because I know that all the people that were there were all givers to the United Way. I had family members that are cancer survivors. When I grew up, I was a rough kid with asthma. I spent several nights in Children's Mercy. I can't say that my little bit won't count, because it's just like voting. If I don't, I don't have a right to complain or anything about that, about how other people are being treated. I'm Dewan, and I give up my dreadlocks to make a difference. That's how I live united.
Well, I am a survivor of rape over 19 years, and it wasn't until I came here and I found Moxa that I realized that I could help others just by sharing my story. It was really therapeutic for me. It was very healing, and it was amazing to see the women that would come up to me and say, I feel so much better hearing your story. And so I went through counseling with them and then started volunteering. I facilitated a rape support group. I helped out on the crisis hotline by going to hospitals to be an advocate for people out there. And then finally, what I've been doing most recently is really focused on the Speakers Bureau and going out to high schools and colleges and businesses and talking about rape, sexual assault. I'm a corporate trainer, so I'm comfortable spreading that message. Had I known that there were resources 19 years ago, my story might be a different story today, but the idea is that there are people there to help. The greatest gift that you can do is to give, and that to me is, what organizations need are people who have that kind of heart and that kind of compassion.
My name is Jill, and I help victims become survivors. That's how I live united.
The firehouse in the core of our city it's a whole lot more than just a place you call when you have that fire emergency. You see people who have stubbornly outgrown their ability to provide for themselves. Medical problems are overwhelming them. Responding to fire is just the easy part. In April of 2007, Miss Thelma Schmidt called because she had fallen and was incapacitated. Most of her needs were being met, but she wasn't probably getting some of the physical care that she needed. I couldn't put a number on it, but I've used the United Way 211 phone call multiple times. Having places that you can call with subject matter experts there to guide us, that's critical. It helps us impact a lot deeper and make sure those people don't fall through the cracks and end up having bigger problems. I donate to United Way because I know where the money goes. I know it helps people on a daily basis. I see it. I live it. I'm Jack. I depend on United Way to help me help others. That's how I live united.
Every day in Greater Kansas City, United Way is working to address the underlying causes of critical issues facing our community, working with partners to find solutions and bring about lasting change. When you give to United Way, you're investing in a stronger, healthier community, a community that creates opportunities for a better life for us all. Be a part of the change. That's how you can live united.